Mar Bridge right behind me, Northside Prep to the right, and we're here on a canoe launch, and I gave you all the knowledge you need to go find the fish. You just got to get out there and do it. Whew. What is up, boys and girls? Today we are back with another video for you. It is extremely icy and extremely slippery. I mean, everywhere you walk, there is ice. It is wild. It's just very, very crazy slippery everywhere. Right here by Northside Prep, parking in the parking lot. We're gonna walk over there right now. We have all of our stuff, and we are walking. I mean, this is crazy slippery. I am literally, every step I take is on frozen ice right now. This is pretty crazy stuff. I was more worried about driving over here than walking until I started walking. It is pretty ridiculous out here. I'm gonna try to stay on the snow, not on the concrete, because it's much easier to walk in the snow. But we're here at Northside Prep, and this is just one of our other videos. I welcome you. Today is another quest for a mirror carp. And we're here in Chicago, Illinois, January. It's about 14 degrees outside. So let's get it, guys. So this is right behind Northside Prep. You can see through the trees over there, the buildings. And this is just the trail that goes down to a canoe launch right behind the school. It is so icy today. It's insane how icy it is. But everything is absolutely frozen. So we're gonna work our way down to the canoe launch, and I think that's where we're gonna set up. Typically carp like to gather around areas where people bait for, or not necessarily bait, but throw in bread for ducks and things like that, the birds. So it's a good spot to actually go down and fish, because the fish like to gather there in anticipation for those ducks coming and feeding on that bread, because they sit right under them, and though the ducks eat most of that bread, a lot of crumbs fall right under the ducks. And as you can see down there, which is a really good sign for us, there are several ducks swimming around. So we already got a few good things going for us. We have a lot of sunlight. That is really thick. Wow. That's wild. But yeah, we have tons of ice here. I'm not sure if you just saw those ducks, but those ducks all scattered, which makes this, in my mind, as the helicopter strolls above us here. But oh yeah, we got lots of birds loaded up here. And if you notice, you look at this canoe launch here, you look at everything behind this canoe launch, the first step, everything is frozen, but you get to this first step here, completely thawed out, which is making me believe that right here might be actually the spot. So we looked for a canoe launch because a lot of the birds gather there, because it's one of the easiest spots that people can toss in bread for the birds. A lot of birds were gathered here, so I actually have a really good feeling about this, guys. So we're gonna bait. I'll let you see everything I do. We're gonna set up and see if we can get a mirror carp today. A lot of birds downriver here. A lot of birds. All right, let's get this going. All right, so first things first is we have to get this can of corn open. So we're looking for a sharp rock here. Sharp corner of a rock. That's open. And just kind of rub that in there. Get the corn out. I'm gonna actually let some of the juice of this corn out. Maybe that'll create a scent trail. I don't know. But the wind is coming from this side of the river and going this way. So we're gonna angle our rods just like right there. So if I get any resistance going this way, it'll be easier for me to tell if I get a fish. So I think I'm lining up right here. That's where we're gonna fish. So right now we're gonna bait just some regular corn. You see the sloping bank goes down right there. So we're trying to get it about 3 or 4 feet out above that. It's going to flow down. So we're gonna set up our rigs right about there. Let's get this thing going. One is getting the regular corn, nothing special at all, and then we'll get to the other guys soon. So this one's just regular corn, and we're gonna throw it right where we chummed. Pretty simple. Just kind of hold our line tight and let it sink down. You give it a lot of slack line there, all your slack line will fall right in between rocks and you'll just be snagged almost every cast. You don't want that. Alright, I feel like that's a good spot for that rod. Alright, so that first setup just had a regular slip sinker rig, came down, and we have a mono leader on it. This one, same thing, but we have a braided leader, and also we have this. This is a mixture of corn and coconut milk. So all this is here. Make a little puddle for you. But this is just literally a can of coconut milk, and I just poured out all the water of the corn, and then I put corn in the coconut milk to soak it. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like it sweetens it a little bit, but then it even intensifies, almost locks in that corn flavor. I fished a few match tournaments using coconut soaked corn and have done fairly well. So it's something I like to use in the wintertime. All right, so we got 2 out there. Gonna get another one going now. Oops, that was a bite. And a lot of times in the wintertime, it's just a matter of hooking them as they're biting it, because they don't typically get... There's one. There we go, guys. Didn't take long. It's awesome. Trying to keep them above my other rod because I'm not going to try to bring my rod in. Just have to be careful on these rocks. It's a small carp, but hey. We had a feeling they were here, right? Oh, there he goes. He goes under my line that time. Get him back. Under and over my line here. There we go. Oh, guys, these are so great. Great fighting fish. Some of the cheapest fun you could ever have. Let's go take a look. Ooh, what a beautiful fish, right in the lip there. Tip of the lip. Let's get the net. boys. Here we are. Right in the side lip there. Common carp. Not a mirror carp. A little bit on the smaller side, but they're all great fighting fish. So we're gonna let him go and hopefully we can get that mirror carp, man. There's that hook right there. Nice fish. Have to be very careful maneuvering on these rocks in the wintertime when everything's frozen. Going in for the release, guys. All right, we got that one in, but we have to keep in mind that our objective is that mirror carp, so no time to waste. We have to make haste. Back on it, guys. We're gonna re-rig this and toss it right back out. This thick braid freezes so easily. So easily. Alright guys, so the wind is blowing pretty swiftly down the river here. It's actually quite chilly. And the only biggest problem with that is everything that's wet is freezing. My GoPros are freezing. My hands aren't freezing, I keep them warm. But I mean, everything is freezing. The ground is frozen, everything's freezing. We got here at 14 degrees, and it's supposedly dropping like 10 degrees while we're here. We got one fish in. The sun does feel warm. The sun is at our back over here. Sun is right there. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. Do got one, not a mirror carp, but we're gonna keep trying for one. Oh, guys, 100% a fish, but I missed them. I felt them though. I felt them. And this was in the coconut. So. Oh, it's all frozen. The coconut is all frozen. That's the problem with winter fishing, guys. Everything freezes. Even when the sun's out, the sun doesn't really help much. Everything freezes. Don't even think about throwing a bait caster in this weather. That's not a possibility. That will lock up on you. Not a possibility. Did you see that, guys? I just set it down and I almost lost my rod. So I literally just jumped in the river, literally, to just get my rod back. Holy shit. Well, that was interesting. But he almost stole my rod. He's going though. Not even a big fish, guys. So what they're doing is like, man, I just jumped in the river. Absolutely crazy, guys. I literally just jumped in the river for this rod. I just set it down, turned around, and then all I heard was my rod go in the water. Turn around. I see it fly off this canoe launch, so I'm not losing a rod. I go in after it. That's wild. My adrenaline's still going. I don't even know if I'm soaked yet, but I highly doubt, I mean, there's no way I can't be. I almost lost a rod. These carp don't play. These carp do not play. Oh, nice fish, nice fish. On the coconut, guys. This one on the coconut, right when I hit the water. Oh man. I don't think I got wet somehow. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm wet or not, guys, but that was wild, man. That was absolutely wild. So it looks like he was swimming around and got it just in the side of his mouth. And that's why we had that run. See it right there, the hook? So it's not even in his mouth. He was probably just feeding, happened to get up on that sharp point, felt it. They're really soft fish. You don't need much to get into them and keep them on. And yeah, that's why he ran. That's why I almost lost my rod. So glad I jumped in. My rod would have been a goner. Beautiful fish. Second one of the day. Not a mirror carp, but they're all fun, guys. We're gonna keep this going. Little size 12 hook, and that one went after that coconut milk. All right, guys, another beautiful Chicago River carp. Gonna go in for the release. Bryn Mawr Bridge right there behind me. Beautiful, beautiful fish. You also must take into consideration anytime you don't want to fish out of the water long, but especially during freezing temperatures, you don't want these guys sitting out of the water long. In between takes, I repeatedly take the fish, put it back in the water with my net if I'm messing around with any batteries or anything like that. Take it into consideration, guys. Go, guys. You see that beautiful fish just swimming away. Ooh, there's a beautiful hawk up there. Look at that hawk. Amazing. sun right there. It's pretty much gone. It's a lot chillier now, for sure. And then we have, I'm not sure if you could see it, if you can make it out, but there's the moon right there. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us out here on the Chicago River. January, oh my God, look at that. This GoPro battery low, powering off because it's so cold. Thank you GoPro 8 for staying on. We're out here, Chicago River, we're finishing up our day. I guess you're warmed up, at least this GoPro. Maybe you guys at home are warmed up as well. It is freezing out here, but I've been using this GoPro all day, so it's warmed up and ready to go. The other one just keeps knocking out on me, it's just not working. But we're here, Chicago River, beautiful day. We're in the very, 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 very low teens. It's 11 degrees right now. We caught 2 carp today, but we are about to take off because last 45 minutes, I have not got a single bite. Doesn't look like that's changed. So we're gonna head out and we will see you guys next week with another Adept Daily exclusive. Appreciate you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Cold weather, no excuses, guys. Bryn Mawr Bridge right behind me, Northside Prep to the right. And we're here on a canoe launch. And I gave you all the knowledge you need to go find the fish. You just gotta get out there and do it. We've been cold weather tolerant since 2009. I'm not sure if you're aware, but in 2009, I had this crazy idea to fish every single day for a year. I decided to fish every day for a year. It didn't work out. I did go from January to, I believe, April 2nd. I caught, if I want to remember correctly, I think 235 fish, and I only had a few skunks. I actually did fairly well. It takes a lot of effort to do something like that, and especially to set that type of goal. That was before I had kids, family, any of that stuff, you know what I mean? And I wasn't able to accomplish it. I missed one day and I stopped because my dedication was every single day for a year, not majority of the year. So I stopped the endeavor after one missed day. Even though people told me and cheered me on and said, keep going, I decided to stop it. So I've been basically getting myself ready to do something like that. I've been building my endurance over the years. Since 2009, guys, I've been getting myself cold weather tolerant. I've been building my endurance. I've been building my strength, building my mental health, and I'm ready. Eventually, I'm going to accomplish that goal every single day for 1 year, but right now is not the time. Anyway, sorry for that rant, but today, Chicago River, Chicago, Illinois, we got 2 carp. We had a few other chances, but the bites were really quick. I mean, really quick and gone. In the winter, the carp typically focus on the corn. You saw that I brought out that coconut soaked corn today, and there's a lot of reasons for that. So I only do that coconut corn in the winter time, and the specific reason is I fish a lot of extremely cold temperatures, guys. I could not stress that enough to you, and many times I do it for fun. Carp fishing is just a Zen experience for me. I do it for fun, and I do it just kind of an escape, even from the internet. This year I decided to start documenting those trips. So we're doing a carp series, which is my quest to get a mirror carp, because I carp fish at least once a week, every week, for my relaxation. And ideally, I'd imagine I'd get a mirror carp by March. So we're gonna stick with that and go with that. But the main reason I use that coconut milk soaked corn is, like I stress, the low freezing temperatures. So the coconut milk allows that corn to not freeze, believe it or not. That corn will, if you keep it in the Ziploc bag like I have it set up, in fact, I can actually probably show you right now. And in the thing, we're out here, everything else is frozen. My corn that was in the can, frozen. This right here, frozen. Like, I couldn't even get a hook in this. But this coconut milk, like, it's still all liquid. It's not frozen. It's still ready to go. And I used to match fish. There's these European carp guys that came to Chicago a specific year a while ago. They set up these tournaments, and I used to participate in these tournaments. And what I realized was, in the winter months, this was one of the main things that kept me basically fishing for several hours. Like I said, guys, cold weather tolerance, so I can fish several hours in the winter with very little on. I don't have much. I'm wearing 2 sweaters right now, and this it's actually a summer hoodie to prevent UV rays, but it blocks out the wind. The main thing with that is you just got to stay compressed, keep the wind out, and you'll be fine out here in the winter months. But enough with the rants, guys. I talked a little bit too much. I'll see you guys next week, maybe even sooner, with a number 3 of our quest for a mirror carp. Today we did not get a mirror carp. Extremely freezing temperatures. Everything froze overnight. It got warm, thawed, rained, freezing rain, and then everything froze. So like, you come to a stop sign, you slide 5, 6, 7 feet. Like, just everything's frozen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate, you know, the ability to post this online, I guess, to share my love, my passion. I would do this regardless if I was online or not, and I do this and I try to share what I can to try to shed some light, some knowledge. If you guys have any tips for me on how to better my efforts or my abilities out here, please share them. Appreciate your support again. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please stay safe out there. Peace. All right, guys, so I'm out of here. This is the spot I was fishing. You absolutely could not tell if I didn't post this video, and that's because I did not litter. And you should never litter, guys. I mean, nature is beautiful. Let's keep it that way. But I do have some frozen corn here, so we're gonna try to chip this all away from the snow and just throw it right here in the river. See, we have some gathering there that'll warm up, and apparently now corn is frozen. Apparently it floats. Yeah, so frozen corn floats. But once that settles, it'll sink, and that's just so I don't tease these guys, man. Imagine being hungry as F. Come over here to eat, and then you can't even eat because all your corn's frozen to the snow. That would be crazy. So we're gonna throw this in the water and get out of here. As long as we don't slip and fall. Let's go. Whoa. They really hit us with some crazy ice. But we'll be to the truck in about maybe 20 minutes.
Dad, look, I'm Knuckles.
You're Knuckles. This ice is dangerous today, guys. Legendary.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Don't on top of me. Archie, don't.